Hi, I'm Reese Alexander here with the fabulous Sam Fine, who is the creative makeup director for Fashion Fair. How are you?
I'm good. Happy to be here at the makeup show.
Sam, we are so happy that you have rebranded and relaunched the Fashion Fair line. Tell us about it.
Well, actually, when I became creative makeup director about a year and a half ago, I started, doing photo shoots for Fashion Fair and started, editing some of the colors and adding my inspirations. But to do a co-branded collection, the Sam Fine for Fashion Fair Supreme Color Collection, is really special. It's a makeup artist's dream. And to do 8 lipsticks, 2 quad, both have different textures to them. So you'll see a shimmer, you'll see a matte within one quad, which a lot of times you'll either see all shimmer or all matte. So I really wanted to mix it up because I always say makeup's a personality.
Right.
So I wanted my mom and 3 sisters to have something out of it, and as well as the consumers who follow me, as well as the consumers who are Fashion Fair's existing, consumer. And as Fashion Fair celebrates their 40th anniversary.
Can you believe it's been that long?
I know. And
wow.
for me to launch this collection, and then of course the last piece, the universal gloss, that can be worn alone or layered atop any of the lipsticks.
Right.
It's a fun collection.
When you put this palette together, we see a lot of quads that you say they just come with all shimmers, and they're different, ages, skin tones, and so forth. How important is that in terms of mixing up the palette when you produce something for a consumer?
Well, I want everyone to be able to participate in a trend. So if you see a beautiful purple or you see a beautiful blue, you might want to still contour and line the eye in a black, but you might not want that black to be shimmery.
Right.
So in the Tunisian Nights compact, there's a rich matte black, but it has a shimmering purple and a shimmering blue. And and an icy layer that you can add over all of them. So it's really about playing with makeup, but also having a few things that you can wear daily. As a makeup artist who's worked with Iman and Tyra and Monique and Queen Latifah
and Vanessa
Williams, my longest running client, I wanted to create a collection that each of them could enjoy, and so they're my consumers as well.
Right. I love the lipsticks that you put together. There's a wide range, because not everyone wants a bright lip, but they might want something that's a little bit more neutral, and there's something for the deep tone.
And I mean, African Violet is one of my favorite lipsticks, and I tell you, when you see a lipstick like this in the compact, in the container, and then you test it, you know that it really comes out beautifully.
Wow.
I mean,
that
it's
is
really
absolutely beautiful.
And it's about that type of payoff. Same thing for Pink Parfait. You want to know, I mean, when you work with women of color, there's a lot of varied tones in the mouth as there are in the skin. And so I wanted to make sure that this product had great payoff, great pigment, and it was also very lustrous. And so I'm really happy with the formulas as I am with the colors.
Well, I follow you on Twitter, and some of the questions that people ask, I know there's a lot of repeat questions. It's like, okay, look at my last tweet. But in terms of, you were talking about in your seminar this morning about color and correction versus skin issues.
Yes.
Can you share that with the people that weren't fortunate enough to be here today?
I always tell people I'm not a trained esthetician. So someone says, well, if you use moisturizer, what if she has oily skin? I was like, well, you have to remember I'm in the business of color and coverage. So whatever someone sits in my chair with, whatever issue they're dealing with, whether it's a fine breakout or something, or needing their brows tweezed or whatever, my job is to kind of deal with that and correct that and enhance that. So I'm not always concerned about, I love my clients to be concerned about their skincare, but when you sit in my chair and you're getting ready for the Oscars, all I'm thinking about is how to help you put your best face forward. And that's really the job of a great makeup artist.
Now, one of the things that I was surprised to learn that you shared with the audience is that you don't use a lot of brushes. You primarily use sponges.
Well, in the seminar earlier, I was really focusing on foundation and contour, and so a lot of that is done with a sponge. I prefer using a sponge. I prefer using cream foundation. I can manipulate it beautifully. I can mix on the skin. I can contour, all before I set it with powder. So, that's another reason why I did a DVD, to really kind of, show people that it's not as hard as it seems. I think, a lot of people imagine that professionals do, well, you guys just know, you're talented. No, makeup is still a skill that can be taught, and there's so many women who are wondering, how do you get that look? How do you get a great smoky eye? How do you get that perfect lip? How do you craft that perfect brow?
Well, that is so important because education is key if you're going to perfect your craft.
So
and one of the things that you do offer is a fabulous DVD set.
Well, my DVD, actually, it was on Amazon.com, and we're just changing distribution now. But if you log on to my Facebook fan page, there's always information about upcoming appearances. It's Sam Fine Beauty on Facebook, or follow me on Twitter and ask me your questions at Sam Fine Beauty.
He actually answers his own tweets.
I do. I really enjoy Twitter because, I mean, I wish I grew up in an age where I could ask Kevin Aquan or Fran Cooper or, you know, any other professionals about some of the hardships that they go through, or even product information. So I really understand it gives us an opportunity to bring us together as a community. So I enjoy it.
I think that's why people enjoy following you, because you do interact with your audience, and that is so great because we all learn so much from your tweets, and we appreciate it.
And I'm glad to share my knowledge.
That's
I am.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, Sam, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Same.
Go to his website, Sam Fine Beauty. You can find out everywhere he's going to be. Check out his DVDs, and you're just a pleasure to talk to. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Sam Fine, just like the name.